Are Toad Dragons any good in patch 5.0? Now, they weren't in the game before 5.0, but hey, that's my title format lately. Yes, they're good, but it's good to go over things like this after the first 2 or 3 hotfixes pass. Let's look at the details about what the Toad Dragon can do for you, or to your enemies. Recruited for 2,100 favor and 525 upkeep. On Ultra, the Toad Dragon comes in at 11,970 health default. Armor is 60, missile resistance is 25, notable because it is indeed a large target. Leadership is 75, speed is 60, charge speed is a mighty 120. Melee attack begins at 51, inflicting poison with a standard attack interval of 4. Splash target size is large, and max entities actually damaged is 12 at the high end of the scale. Melee defense is 36, which contradicts the usual Nurgle favoring of defense over offense. Weapon strength is listed as 600, a very beefy number, split between base 275 and armor piercing 325, with a bonus versus infantry of 25. This marks the Toad Dragon as an anti-infantry specialist, a blob destroyer given time. Charge bonus is 42, and mass is an incredible 9,000, so a full head of steam and it should make a real mess against a bunch of mere mortals. This unit is a siege attacker, actually has the Wall Breaker attribute, a nice addition to the faction, has Strider, causes fear as well as terror, and has the active ability Unspeakable Foulness. The TLDR is that this is a Dragon Breath attack from a ground monster like the War Hydra, but that's a flattering comparison. Damage is tilted toward the base damage side, but the contact effect, Suffocated, lasts for 20 seconds, inflicting melee attack -10, reload skill -20, and vigor -1% per second. This matters because the Nurgle army abilities now require inflicting contact effects, so one that is not poison is going to add to Grandfather's tally. In the Kugath-style redline skills, the basics of which are shared with Tamarkan, Filth Incarnate boosts melee defense up to +6 at 3 pips, and weapon strength goes up to +12%. Putrid Resistance gives rank 7 monstrosities +5 melee attack, +12% weapon strength again, and 5% ward save for extra tanking. Beyond Tamarkan's general mortal unit buffs, he'll also grant Toad Dragons the Unbreakable trait in his personal line, along with +2 uses of the Breath attack. In the mainline Nurgle tech tree, 5.0 version, Toad Dragons fall under the general rubric of Plague Beasts, Pox Tally, and The Touch, adding general improvements and making them tougher and more damaging, but basically it's more of the same. Not that that's a bad thing. So how do you use the Toad Dragon? With that kind of bonus versus infantry, it's essentially a monstrous wrecking ball meant to handle even the toughest foes on foot. My second piece of footage shows them against a large group of Jade Warriors with halberds, and they acquit themselves pretty well. Mileage will vary against fellow single-entity monsters and other large opponents, but it's not as if the monster ever becomes bad. This kind of mass is Elemental Incarnate of Beasts League. Moreover, it doesn't exactly hurt that this is a wall breaker option for you, like a much more horrible version of that Kool-Aid guy. No wonder it causes terror. Given the faction's propensity to heal, and given badly desired missile resistance, you don't need to do anything special or crazy. Enemies will shoot at it, and relieve pressure on other forces as a result. This doesn't require special planning. Sending the Toad Dragon in the general direction of the thickest fighting should prove sufficient. So I don't think deep tactical advice is necessary. The unit is as user-friendly as it's going to get, only breath attacks and no complicated spell mechanics to worry about. Let the Toad be Toad, and get out of the way. Take care, and have fun shouting, "Ooh yeah!" as you break through city walls.